College football fans will be treated to a special matchup Saturday when top-ranked Alabama and number 2 Florida meet at the Georgia Dome. Not only is the SEC championship at stake, it'll be the most unique conference title game ever played. That's because the top 2 teams in the country will almost certainly be playing for a spot in the national championship game.
Winning a conference championship is always a big deal. Knowing that on top of the conference championship, you have a ticket waiting for you to the national championship game makes this game even bigger and even better.
Since the start of conference championships in 1992, the top 2 teams have never met in a title game where a win would put either one in the national championship game. 12-0 Alabama has a strong running game, second in the SEC. It's led by junior Glenn Coffey, who's averaging 6.2 yards per carry. The Crimson Tide also has the number 1 defense in the conference and has been winning by controlling both lines of scrimmage. However,
while the Gators will be facing probably the toughest defense they've gone against all year, the good news for them is they have a pretty good defense too. The Gators rank right behind Alabama in most defensive categories in the SEC. It's a very fast and opportunistic defense led by linebacker Brandon Spikes. They're a defense that comes up with a lot of turnovers and scores.
And Alabama's coach agrees with that assessment.
They're one of the top defensive teams in the country. They got great speed and athleticism and do a great job of forcing turnovers, forcing offensive teams to make mistakes and taking advantage of it. And they got speed on defense and very athletic in the secondary. Very, very good team.
The opposing coach is full of compliments as well.
Alabama's at all 3 phases extremely strong. There's not a weakness. You know, I hope people say that about the Gators. I'm not sure if they do. But that's what the measuring stick is not yards per game passing, as some people who really have no clue think. It's about the management of a game. It's about offense, defense. It's about tackling, and it's about special teams. And the team we're playing, and like I said, I hope they say it about the Gators. Very solid team, an excellent football team.
Alabama is more of a conservative team, Florida more explosive. The Gators are 3rd in the nation in points scored, averaging more than 46 per game, but they'll likely be less productive without receiver Percy Harvin, who's questionable after injuring his right ankle last week against Florida State. Either way, 11-1 Florida has plenty of firepower. During the Gators' current 8-game winning streak, they've won each time by at least 4 touchdowns. Jim Militello, The Associated Press.